Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back. So today is a pretty lazy Sunday. It's quite grey outside. I've got my comfy greys on. I've got my coffee, and I thought it would be a perfect day to make some pancakes. My boyfriend's always complaining that I don't make pancakes enough, so I thought, yeah, today's a good day for it, and why not show you guys as well how I make my pancakes? So the pancakes that we're making today are going to be the thick American style kind of buttermilk pancakes. Um, Funny story with these pancakes is that my boyfriend always used to be the person who made pancakes in our house. If we wanted pancakes, he was the one making them. But he would always make the French style or European style, the crepes, the very flat ones, which are delicious, don't get me wrong. But I had been craving the thick stack of pancakes that you get, maybe in a diner or something like that. And so I came up with this recipe, and he loved them so much. He never liked that style of pancakes before. He loved them so much that became our go-to. Just a little bit, he has a little bit of a love-hate relationship with these because now I took away his job of being the pancake person. But he also loves these pancakes, so yeah, win-win kind of. Anyway, so I hope that you enjoy these pancakes as much as he does, as much as I do. They are delicious. They're fat and decadent, and they really are that stack of pancakes if you're looking for that. So let me take you over the ingredients and we can get started making the pancakes. So I'm gonna pop the ingredients, the quantities of ingredients up on the screens. For these pancakes, the really cool thing is that you can very easily swap things in and out if you need to.
Okay, so let's get started mixing our dry ingredients. So here you're just gonna add 2.5 cups of flour into a bowl. You could really use whatever flour you like. When I first started making this recipe, I actually started doing it with gluten-free flour because it was the only flour that I could find during the pandemic, and it works really well. Then you're gonna add your baking powder and baking soda and just a pinch of salt and mix it all together. And that's basically our dry ingredients done. Okay, so next I'm just measuring out 50 grams of butter, and you're gonna melt this. I'm just gonna melt mine in the microwave, but feel free to do it on the stovetop as well. Right, and now for the buttermilk. If you can find buttermilk, then just go ahead and use that. But I can never find it, so I'm just gonna make my own by combining my milk of choice, which is oat milk, and my yogurt of choice, which is Greek yogurt in this instance, but use whatever type of yogurt and milk you like to use. You could also make buttermilk by combining some sort of vinegar or acid like lime juice, lemon juice, and milk, and that would also make a buttermilk substitute. For my buttermilk substitute, I just combine 2 cups of milk and then 2 tablespoons of yogurt, because we need 2.5 cups of buttermilk. Okay, now that we've made our buttermilk, let's combine all of our wet ingredients. So add in the melted butter and then your sweetener of choice. I'm using honey. Now if you decide to actually use a dry sweetener like sugar or coconut sugar, then you would actually add that in the first stage when we mixed all of our dry ingredients together. Next, we're going to add some eggs, but we're actually going to want to separate these eggs because we're going to add the egg yolk into our wet mixture now, and then we're going to add the egg whites later on when we actually start mixing all of the batter together. Okay, so just whisk together all of the wet ingredients and try and mix it really well. When we combine the batter together, we really want to avoid overmixing, so this is the time to get all of the lumps and bumps out and mix it well. Once your wet mixture is all nicely incorporated, we're going to want to pour that wet mixture into our dry mixture. and then start gently incorporating the mixtures together. We really want to try and avoid over mixing, so just slowly fold it in just to get rid of all the dry flour. Now, just before we think that we're almost finished mixing, we're actually going to add in our egg whites here and just fold them in once again. It's okay if you don't fully incorporate it in. That's kind of what we're going for here. And then we're actually just going to let the whole batter sit for ideally 30 minutes, but 10 minutes is good as well. This is a good time to get started on any of your toppings, like some chopped fruit. I'm just going to chop up a bunch of different berries to put on top of ours. Okay, so the batter has been sitting. You can see there's a bunch of little air pockets that have formed. That's exactly what we're looking for. Let's get started cooking. So I've just added a little bit of butter into the pan, let it melt, and then I've added some of the batter. And what you want to look for while it's cooking is also these air bubbles again, and that's when you know it's ready to flip. Once you've flipped it, just wait a couple more minutes on that side and then it'll be ready to take off. And just repeat the same thing for as many pancakes as you want to make. This batter also keeps really well if you want to make it ahead of time for midweek pancakes.
Okay, so we have made a whopper of a stack of pancakes. They look so delicious. I'm excited to put some fruit on there, put some syrup on there, even put some bacon. I like bacon on mine, but I know that's not what everybody likes, but yes, these look delicious. They're so nice and thick. Perfect stack of buttermilk pancakes. I hope you try this. Tag me if you try this. I'd love to see your creations of this. And till next time, bye.